Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, it's been a morning. Also, I just want to thank everybody who's been so kind to become a member. Thank you. Gosh, there are many I thanked yesterday, and anyone I've missed, I do apologize. I just know we've got Sweet Sugar Jones and Cindy. Thank you. But I know there have been others. There's Mel. Thank you. Dory. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I do want to, I just let you know, Sarah has gone above and beyond. She's been researching how to, apparently right now, if you're on an iPhone or an iPad, there's no join button. You have to be on a laptop. You have to be on a computer. There are some big channels who have a join button on the iPad, iPhone, whatnot, but we're not sure why. If that's like a perk, if you have like 1 million subscribers, or if there's something we could do or contact. So Sarah's been researching that, looking into it. Thank you, Sarah. You are amazing. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I also want to mention that we have got some news this morning. Very interesting news that Sarah was also helping to try to do some research on, and she's still trying to see if there's any information. Basically, at the top here, we're going to, right after I just finish with the saying what I normally say, the criminal case against Weiselberg and Trump.org looks like it's going forward in Manhattan. I had thought, coward brag, he had said he wasn't going to prosecute, but things have changed. So I guess maybe I love this thing. I found a new thing to play with here. So oh, I don't have one handy, but I had a chicken. I had a chicken noise, but this one just has a chicken disco, and I'm not sure we need a full chicken disco because he's actually stood forward. So anyway, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers. We have a fantastic, just fantastic community here. This is very much a hangout kind of live stream, because I try to give you guys as much credit as I can for the great things you say in the chat. But if you're watching this on replay, hello, thank you for watching. Down in the description box are all the questions, and then I timestamp them as I go. Okay. If I seem a little scattered this morning, I don't often have panic attacks, but I had one this morning. So if I seem a little scattered or a little frazzled, that's why. But I'm okay, and I'm much better than I was. So I'm just, and that news cheered me up. So thank you, Carrie. Thank you. So what was I going to say? Because I just got distracted by Ricky, who has these great things. Thank you, Eileen. Ricky, and the star of the show, the cat who thinks that Greece is the word. I love that. Boo-boo's and kitty. He's a boo-boo. Oh, he's a boo-boo. Yes, he's a good boy. Hello, good boy. How are you? How are you, sweetheart? There we go. All right, there's Boo-boo's and kitty. I should have written things down. Yeah, I should have done that. All right. What do I have? It's handy. What the heck? I'll just write on here. Okay, so there's the brag story. We're gonna look at that. There is the membership. Okay, to join. if you hit the join button on YouTube, you get the emojis. You get the pumpkin by your name, and you get the 4 emojis. But anyway, where did I put that? I'm just going to take this step by step, and we're going to get to the readings, and it should be here. There's Canva. Join and the big channels. So we're trying to figure out how to get that sorted out. There's a difference between the YouTube membership and the Patreon membership. Thank you, Julie. Patreon, if you join on Patreon, there's a monthly exclusive live stream, but you don't get the pumpkin by your name here. You don't get the emojis. So also so what you get, because I can't pull this up right now. If you become if you join the channel, it'll show, these are the options for showing next to your name, how many months you've joined, what have you. So rather than just, and a lot of channels are just different colors, which doesn't mean a lot, but so I made these. And then I could only start with 4 emojis. So there's Boo Boo here. There's Alfie, Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. I couldn't call him Pumpkin because Pumpkin 1 is the little winking pumpkin. And then this is, oh my gosh, it's dark back there. The gray chair of happiness back here. Hang on. That didn't help much, but there's the great chair of happiness right there. And whoops, it's jumped out. Yeah, so there's a great, I see what I did. I accidentally hit the, press that, go up, there we go. Accidentally hit the down button. So you've got Boo Boo. This is Alfie Cool. This is Boo Boo here. I wanted to say Boo Boo pointing, but I'm limited in how many characters are in the name. There's Pumpkin 1, and then there's Gray Chair. So the Gray Chair of Happiness here. And I'll be adding more. And I plan very much on doing a set for Halloween and doing a set for Christmas and what have you. The warrant's been released. Apple says, breaking news. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let me put this in just, okay, hang on. Let me pull up live TV. I might have to demonetize this video so we can watch MSNBC. Hang on. All right, right now I've just got an ad. Ricky says I couldn't find it. Okay, FBI is boosting security across the country because of that jerk. Okay, DL Jersey sources can't find it either. Okay, so I haven't heard anything yet. So let's do some readings. All right, so I've turned down the volume of that in the background, so in case something comes up. All right. Trillium Tarot says the judge was still deciding as of 48 minutes ago. Okay. Mel Broussard says there's a new Wall Street Journal report. FBI agents who searched Trump's Mar-a-Lago home removed 11 sets of classified documents, including some marked as top secret and meant to be viewed in special government facility. Oh, thank you, Lanat. Thank you. I'm just showing Trump said he won't oppose the release. I've seen that. Okay. I just got a message from Sarah for the join thing. Try opening the YouTube website on your mobile device, not the app. Sign in and you should be able to go to the channel and join as a workaround for right now. So if that's something you're interested in and it's not, the join button isn't showing on the app on the iPad or YouTube, go into the browser on your device, sign in to YouTube through there, please. Okay. All right. So much. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the archive. All right, so we're going to jump in. And until we hear, Apple says he will be covering it shortly. Semper says some channels may have live streams planned for the deadline to oppose being released. I don't understand. Ken says Autumn is back in black. Yes, yes, very much. Makes me happy. Well, we are going to actually start in New York. So officially, we're starting here at 12 minutes in. My gosh, there's been so much this morning. And there's more to come. Good stuff. Yay. If they could just, you know, do all of the background research and what have you on I Like Beer. But let's not hope for miracles. Let's see here. Here we go. I'll put that like that. It's easier to see that way. So Judge Juan Merkin, is it Merkin or Merchant, has just ruled that Trump org and Weiselberg can be charged with criminal tax evasion. Oh, wait, do I have a thing? Do I? Wait, I've got to come up with my own, Oh, breaking news. Thank you, Kat. Okay, so they're going something about top secret documents, or they're covering something. This does not have an applause option. See, I had such great stuff on here. At the end, I'm going to share a couple that are not necessarily relevant, but are very funny. Okay, let's go back to at 1330. Judge Juan Merchant has just ruled the Trump org and Weiselberg can be charged with criminal tax evasion. My understanding is that jury selection is going to begin October 24th or something like that. Okay. I'll take that out for now. How is that going to go? Criminal. Trump org and Weiselberg for tax evasion. How is that going to go? Oh, I've got a justice card right at the beginning. Look at this. Whew. Boom. Okay. Right in the center, the star crossed with the Wheel of Fortune. Talk about a moment of fate. the sword of truth below, aggressive law enforcement above, disappointment for them in the near future that they couldn't make this go away. Home environment. Ooh, bigly mad. Bigly mad. Yes, Linda Sue, the sword of truth piercing the crown. All right, hopes and fears. This is Trump's little empire of grift. What other people see is, yeah, they've lived very, very high on the, our lives would be much more comfortable if we weren't paying taxes, but we are a part of something called civilization. And in civilization, you need things like education and roads and the fire department and the police and all of these, water, coming to your house and electricity and, all these things that come from taxes. And if we weren't paying them, our lives, our personal, if we were just like a small group of people who weren't paying them, how much more money would we have? But we are part of we're part of civilization, and they've been living very high on the hog, including, I want to say that one of the things, or at least one or more of the things that they've had, the perks they've had that haven't been taxed have included apartments. And I don't think it may not have just been Weiselberg's kids. So final outcome, it's the whole business. This isn't just one, just Trump Tower, just that. That's a globe. That's a globe. Let's see if I can get more information. At 17, well, let's say, is it 18? Yeah, let's say 18. What about Weiselberg? You really, at your age, you're gonna take the fall for Trump? Really? 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 Let's have a look. Weiselberg. What's gonna happen to Weiselberg? Are you gonna flip on Trump? Are you going to take the fall for him? Well, he's been a part of the family for a long time, and he has carried the weight. And this is on top of immense heartache. Thank you, Dale. Hanging above, Wheel of Fortune. The times, they are changing for this person. Near future. How much did you actually get from Trump.org? I mean, how much did you benefit? How much? Is it worth it? Is it worth going to prison? Home environment. It's not just him, it's his kids. Hopes and fears. What other people see. Trump's an idiot and he's just swanned along being, grift. Final outcome. Holy buckets. That is big, showy law enforcement. Patricia says no specific definition of classified docs. I don't know. I'm afraid I'm getting a little confused by what's going on in the chat. Anna's saying the kids got jobs, free condos, other perks. Yep. So are they explaining now what is in them? We know that they took 11 sets of classified documents. Okay, we know that. All right, but anyway, this is huge. This, for Weiselberg, they are going to come down on his head. Wall Street Journal saying FBI recovered 11 sets of classified documents in Trump search. The inventory shows. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. Semper says it's just more leaks from inside sources. The warrant isn't unsealed yet. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This looks really bad for Weiselberg. I mean, major arcana. Sarah's saying Trump took docs relating to other world leaders, including Macron. Yeah. All right, so back to Weiselberg here. This is major arcana of, oh, you're in trouble. Oh, you are in trouble. So what is he going? I'm going to focus here on Weiselberg for just a minute more. Are you going to flip for, you going to prison for Trump so he swans around? Your kids? Really? It's not him he's worried about. It's his kids. It's his kids going to prison for tax evasion. Oh, there's trouble coming. Ooh, boy. Big trouble. All right, so how at 22:30? How will New York? I'm gonna ask you guys to let me know when things come down, because I can't listen to that and do the readings and watch the chat, and it's like I said, I had some issues this morning, so I need to let me know if it's if there's something really new, or if the thing is officially been released. Constance saying they've not yet been released. Okay. Oh, Julie says this is why anxiety's off the charts. So much going on. Oh yeah. Hello, Disrat. Okay, so Trump family. Actually, now let's look at Trump himself. Trump himself. Tax fraud? Question mark. And this is at 2024. So in New York, Manhattan actually, tax fraud? What's going to happen to Trump himself? If you think we're feeling kind of all over the place, imagine how he's feeling. Okay. Trump. The Manhattan criminal case. All right. I'm carrying some panic in my chest at the moment, but this feels a lot worse than what I was feeling. Oh my gosh. Trump, Manhattan DA, tax fraud. Are you going to? Oh, he's about to be very upset. I'll have to get a clarification on this, but this feels like two things at the same time. The final outcome, that is both the, sorry about the noise. That is both, do not underestimate the people coming against you, Trump, but this is also kids, his adult children. Center of the reading is raining all over Trump's parade. That's Junior. In the past, strength, Tish James. Hanging above it, magician, standing up. At the base down here, this is a very false victory. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Ricky, breathe in through your nose slowly, out through your mouth slowly. That might help. Thank you. All right. Near future. Oh, he's going to be so upset. Oh my gosh, things really are coming at him from every side. Home environment. Well, Melania, if you're going to try to get some money off your, at some point, ex-husband, I'd do that now rather than later. I don't care what your, seriously, a bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush, or something, whatever that old saying was. Yeah, I would take the money, Toombs. Take the money. And yes, that's a rhetoric quote. Hopes and fears, what other people see. Mr. Trump. Ugh. Final outcome page. Let me see what else I can find here. Donald Trump, Manhattan DA. Justice. Sword of truth. We are going to see it. This is going to be very public. Here, have a little something. Here, have a little something over there. Here, have a little. Here, have a car. Here, have an apartment. Here, pay for some education, etc., etc., etc. And when reality is the businesses have not done well. They've been living off of borrowed money. And I realize there are some businesses that do a lot of business on borrowed money, but there's also a point where if lenders won't lend to you anymore, that says a lot about you. And there is Justice. Hello, Justice. How you doing? Looking all snazzy in your red robe. Holding that, doesn't look at all fatigued holding up that sword of truth. Balancing things out. Looks like you just got a haircut. Nice. It's actually probably medieval kings would actually wear a cap underneath. That's probably fabric, not hair, but I don't know. I like to think he has a really cool bob. Anyway. In the center, lovers. It's everybody who was involved in the Trump world, Trump cult, Trump, what have you. Judy's asking, doesn't he also have a number of loans coming due? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Now we do have a temperance card. So tempering of the cultish behavior, perhaps, because at the end I do have, that's happy family, but that's us being happy. The other taxpayers who've had to pick up the slack for his grift. And anyone who says, well, we don't know for sure yet. Charity is charity. He was very much, yeah. and the sword of truth at the end. He's in so much trouble, and I love it. All right, what about Holly in France? Great quote on Twitter. Trump will release the warrant when it's no longer under audit in 2 weeks, in a very short period of time. Oh, that reminds me of the other thing that's on here. It's got too many ads, but I found this this app. I found this app. I'm really rich. I share that. It has some great. It just has a bunch of good Trump quotes. I'm trying to see. There's the "I'm really rich." We need money. That's it. These are direct quotes. Never drank. What a mess I made. Yes, you are a mess. And I don't have in short period of time. I mean, that's really his quote that drives me the craziest. Oh, I do have this though, which is really appropriate for him. Constantly complaining. Yeah. So anyway, what about the kids at 32? As the great Sienna Rose used to call them, the Trumplings. How will the Trumplings fare? Manhattan? Potential tax evasion. That's Justice hanging right over them. Hello again. Hello. Hello, Justice. Whew, in the past, well, protect Ivanka. And she's got Jared to protect her for now. By the way, do you know he is said in his book that in 2019, while he was working in the White House, he was diagnosed with thyroid cancer? And there are people who knew him, were working with him at that time, who were like, what? I saw nothing. Absolutely nothing. So some people are thinking he's making it up. Oh my. Okay, so anyway, Trumplings. Part of, yeah, this is the business, the whole business. Justice hanging over the whole thing. In the center, the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands, it's all this stirring up of stuff that they would do. Hang on. All right, so there's that there. Thought I had a new message from Sarah, but not yet. Okay. Near future. Well, he's with Tish James. He went in and apparently pled the fifth 440 times. 440. Good grief. How could, yeah. Anyway, home environment, they're all up in his, what is it, Sarah's expression? All up in his chilies? They're all up in his business. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hopes and fears, what other people see, secrets. Or, of course, the Trump people would be like, I'm smart. He's smart. He's smart. He knows how to evade taxes. Final outcome. This is the group of them who were involved in this. And there is, just let me make this big. Okay, there is a tiny, there's kind of a look on her face that's a little bit panicked. Maybe it's just me. But she's like, huh? Kelly, nothing to see here. 440 times. Jeez. Junior, I think Junior would probably take the brunt of it. Junior, are you going to be criminally charged and convicted of tax fraud, tax evasion, things of that nature? The material things he has. Yes, he complains how people have been investigating him and his family for a long time. And insult, it's an insult to injury. No, you're defrauding charities. You're whatever else, there's potential tax evasion, mail fraud, tax fraud, bank fraud, etc. That's the insult. King of Cups. That could be, all right, that's Manhattan. Yeah, that feels like Manhattan. DA. He can't make it all go away. He's going to try to, it's a witch hunt, do what his father said, but boy, that's aggressive law enforcement coming after him. For so many things. So that, this is going to take a while. So, oh, Sarah just sent 5 photos. FBI recovered 11 sets of classified documents in Trump's search inventory shows. Let's see here. All right, well, let me pull this up and see if I can share it with you. And we can read it together. All right. Ricky, 440, Trump's weight and Boo Boos and Kitty's IQ. All right. So let's have a look. This must have gone into downloads. Yes. Where are we? We are at 3830. At, let's see, 3845. So this is about the search of Mar-a-Lago. Breaking news, Washington Post says the FBI was seeking nuclear-related documents. And it says the Wall Street Journal saying the FBI recovered 11 sets of classified documents. So they're going to talk about that in the information from Sarah. Juggling. Yeah, this is going to be easier to just read off my phone. All right. So let's say 40. And I'll start in on this. Try to take pity on the poor people trying to watch this on replay. All right. So, FBI agents who searched former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home on Monday removed 11 sets of classified documents, including some marked as top secret and meant to be only available in special government facilities, SCIFs, basically. The FBI agents took around 20 boxes of items, binders of photos, a handwritten note, and the executive grant of clemency from Mr. Trump's ally, Roger Stone. A list of items removed from the property shows. Also included in the list was information about the President of France, according to the 3-page list. The list is contained in a 7-page document that also includes the warrant to search the premises, which was granted by a federal magistrate judge in Florida. And the list includes references to one set of documents marked as various classified top secret SCI documents, an abbreviation that refers to top secret sensitive compartmented information. So SCIF, you need to be in a SCIF to read it. It also says agents collected 4 sets of top secret documents, 3 sets of secret documents, 3 sets of confidential documents. The list doesn't provide any more details about the substance of the documents. Trump's lawyers are saying he had the power to declassify material. There are federal regulations that lay out a process for doing so. Search and seizure warrant, signed by Magistrate Judge Bruce Reinhardt, shows FBI agents sought to search the 45 office, as well as all storage rooms, all other rooms or areas within the premises used or available to be used by the former president and his staff, in which boxes or documents could be stored, including all structures or buildings on the estate. All of it. They didn't seek to access to search private guest rooms, like those of Mar-a-Lago members. The former president and his team don't have the affidavit, which would provide more detail about the FBI's investigation. His team have asked for more details, and that's it. Okay. Marie Henson says a 10-year sentence for each one. Sorry, no federal office for you. Oh dear. Okay, so is Trump in trouble? Will he actually be held accountable for this? Is the first question. The second question is, were there any nuclear related things in the top secret information? Because if that's the case, he's done. Leavenworth. He's going to Leavenworth. So we're going to start with all of this stuff was for this same thing, I can put this in my ear. So Trump, are you going to be convicted? Are you going to be convicted for mishandling classified material? Donald J. Trump. Home environment, they got the goods. Hello, Patrice. Oh, he's in trouble. Things that should have been contained, like you can only look at them if you're in a SCIF. Base of the reading, I do what I want, I take what I want. Hanging over, it's a lot of potential criminal exposure. Near future, his lawyers are going to try to do stuff, but I don't think it's going to work. I mean, do you have classified materials unsecured now that you're out of office, where none of the steps were taken to declassify anything? Not officially. I don't think it's going to work. Good luck. They have the goods. The death card is the hopes and fears. What other people see. Yeah, please go ahead. Put our country at risk for what, your own gain? Insult to injury. This isn't just him being in legal hot water. This might actually, believe it or not, this might knock a few people, not a lot, but this might actually knock a few people out of the cult. You put our national security at risk. That's not good for you. Anything more on Trump? Are they going to legally nail you to the wall for all of the top secret and materials that should have stayed in a skiff that you had in unlocked rooms? Justice card. Right there. Thief card. Right in the middle. This is what he did. This is what he's done having come back to him. Folks, that is my going up the river card. That's my, I mean, I'd still get an ankle bracelet rather than prison, but this is not good for him. So this is just about the classified material. Now the next question at 47 and a bit is, thank you, Judy. Thank you. 47. Did you do 15? Let's try that. 47. 47:30. So the question is, were any of these related to our nuclear stockpile, our nuclear weapons, our nuclear capabilities, our nuclear anything? Because that you're so done. You're so done. So did Trump do these top secret things, as the Washington Post is reporting? Thank you, Julia. The Washington Post is reporting that the documents Trump had hidden were more than likely related to nuclear schematics and things of that nature. Was he holding these to sell to the highest bidder, or for some sort of bargaining chip to get him out of trouble later on? I just want to know, is he going to be convicted? Was some of this information he had at Mar-a-Lago related to U.S. nuclear secrets? There's a part of me that's always like, oh, come on. Nobody would be that stupid. Nobody would be a traitor like that to our country. Oh, come on. This can't actually be happening. I know, there's just some part of me, some naive little piece of me that's always looking for the good in people. Okay, I don't like that it's starting with the Lover's card. Because that could be his friends, like the Saudis. Queen of Swords in the middle, that is going to be investigations. Five of Wands would be okay, this is the investigations. This is the Republicans who are circling the wagon around him and have been protecting him all this time. Down here, giving out a little something here and there. And that coming under serious scrutiny. Major Arcana, serious scrutiny. What work were you doing with this stuff? This is a card of working. Or is this information you gave to others? so they could do some work, home environment. This is stuff that should have stayed secret, that could help keep us safe. This is dangerous. I mean, it feels dangerous. Hopes and fears. He wants to keep trying to dismiss it. What other people see. Danger. Us in immense danger. Final outcome. He's done so much. I'm getting a lot of energy on the potential seriousness of this, and I mean serious. But he's done so. This is the card of a lot. And wands are often what the far right have done, what Trump has done. So are they going to find nuclear things? Will he be convicted of having nuclear-related materials? Tower. That's where it ends. An action he took is the card for the reading. I do what I want. He was going to sell some stuff. He was going to sell some stuff. Really upsetting. Yeah. Ricky says, as you say, he's the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins. Yep. Yes, he is. Pride, ding. Gluttony, ding. Sloth, ding. Yeah. He's a bully in the middle, but then this is extreme scrutiny. Information that was closely guarded, and the words that are coming to me really loudly are closely guarded. So I don't know if it may not, maybe it's not nuclear, but my gosh, is it closely guarded, closely guarded, closely guarded. And Tower. So has he already sold America's secrets? Has Trump already sold America's secrets from these classified documents? Full bits of money, working, make some money. Catherine Rodriguez, is this considered treason? I'm pretty sure it's up there. Oh my God. Greta says, I think he's already sold stuff. Well, the cards are agreeing with you. Man, O'Day. If there's any more information. Let me see if there's any more information over here. Thank you, Plucky Heroine. Thank you. So scary. They're talking about the possibility of having talks. Hang on. He's saying Obama took wait a minute. Wait a second. Trump is now saying that Obama left office and took thousands of top secret documents, including information about our nuclear capabilities, when he left office. Am I hallucinating? Seriously, it's been a crazy day, but what? True, Heather. It also endangers us in Canada. Goodness gracious. Okay. Kelly says, how would Trump know? Greta says, that's so typical of him to blame Obama. I agree. This is just... But the criminal case of tax fraud is going forward in Manhattan. Trump just had to sit for a deposition in the civil case against Griftco, Trump.org, Griftco in the state of New York. Fani Willis still has a grand jury going in Georgia for election fraud. And the DOJ reportedly just got 20 boxes. Was it they pulled 20 boxes out, including 11 sets. Was that it? 11 sets of top secret documents, including some that can only be seen in a SCIF, potentially including some stuff that would touch on our nuclear capabilities. But even if it doesn't, that's all kinds of illegal. So, Lucky Girl says, Mel Broussard said, Obama, thank you, Mel, and thank you, Lucky Girl. Obama took 33,000 documents for his library. They were all declassified before they were transferred. Yeah. Adian is saying the Obama documents went through proper guidelines. Yes. Yeah. Kelly says we need to thank the archivists. They're the ones that pushed. That's true. Wow. Okay. The next question I have here was from Rhonda. So at 57:30, we have a question from Rhonda. Oh, crazy stuff today. So Rhonda was asking, how does Trump feel about Garland, AG Garland, knowing he may have stolen, say, U.S. nuclear secrets in his basement, or basically, how does Trump feel about Garland? Okay, I have been reading on Trump since Monday. There are times when I've been asked to read on Trump, like what he's thinking, how he's doing, what have you. And every time I do, I don't know how else to put this. I get that he's having these incredibly violent fantasies of what he wants to do to these people. Extremely violent fantasies. Patricia is saying he hates Garland with a white-hot passion. And Julie's saying ick. Yeah. It's not pleasant. This is, he wants to get on a horse with a bludgeon, and these are just weapons. I mean, the truth's coming out against him, but these are just weapons. This is a tomb. His plan, how dare you question his plan? Judgments of the emperor, I'm the president, you are nothing. And yeah, he really, as a narcissist, he really does think Garland is nothing. Other people are nothing. When you are a severe narcissist, it is a way of looking at the world that is really hard for the rest of us to understand, where other people are literally extensions of you, your world, because everything is about you. Everything. All the time. And what he wants to do to Garland, I don't want to stay in this energy. So let's just take that for what it's worth, and trust me, you don't want the details. It's just a fantasy anyway. It's not going to happen. All right, 1 hour in. We have a question here. of, would Garland pursue treason charges if the evidence is found that Trump sold or intended to sell access to the documents? All right, so if there is selling or potential selling of these documents, will Garland pursue treason charges? Might be a Google question. Semper says you can't charge him with treason. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I think this is a Google question, like if that's even possible. He definitely wants to go after him. If he's done anything like that, he's not just going to like walk away. Semper says the closest we can get is seditious conspiracy. Well, there's a lot of evidence, and there's a lot of, Garland's not going to put up with that. Nope. But as far as treason goes, But theft, perhaps espionage, Marie, yeah. But Garland's definitely going after him. Oh yeah. There's no, there's no question on that. Okay. So Kelly had a question here. Mel Broussard says 18 U.S. code. Is it 1924, 1924? Unauthorized removal and retention of classified documents or material. Yep. So. Okay, Kelly had a question. Let me see if I can get to this. At 102. 102. Kushner's $2 billion in payouts from the Saudis. The Saudis looks so suspect now. Was the $2 billion to Kushner any kind of payout for U.S. nuclear information? I think they got some stuff they shouldn't have. I don't know about nuclear. But I've got heavy moving law enforcement coming after the emperor, would-be emperor, about things that should have been kept secret. Kushner specifically, who thinks he has money and he's above everybody else. Shocking. All this says is he used his position in the White House to get money to bail out the Kushner company, but they're continuing to stand behind him. Now, people who are that stupidly rich and were raised that stupidly rich and are as arrogant and awful and monstrous as MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, they don't think about throwing around money the same way we do, but at the same time, that's a whole lot of money going to Kushner. What for? Part of it's thank you for keeping heat from coming down on him after the Khashoggi atrocity. Yeah, that's a thank you. All right, what about the stuff for Trump? What about Trump and the Saudis? 105. 105. Trump and the Saudis. And it says 2 million is a lot. That's true, but I think it's more like it was 2 billion, wasn't it? Thank you for your help, Sarah. Greta says 2 billion wouldn't be given away for nothing. Yeah. I'm with you on that one. What about Trump and the Saudis? Because they're giving him a lot of money. Temperance. Well, okay. The forward part that we can look at and understand is the Saudis trying to rehabilitate their image, and they're one way to get into society, even of scumbag nature, is through Trump. He's very welcoming because there's one thing that the Trumps need, and Kushner needs, but the Trumps really need, it's money. And think about it. The Trumps are authoritarian too. They believe in authoritarianism, judgment in the center. But the chair, okay, so in the future, I've got the chariot, I've got the 3 of Pentacles and the Justice card. There was a plan. And that plan is right between big, showy, some kind of law enforcement, or could be military, but it's probably law enforcement because it ends in the Justice card. Don't trust Trump. Electra Storm says, Saudi Arabia is not our friend. Why do we keep engaging with them? It was useful in the past because we had bases there, but yeah. All right. Okay, so double check over here. All right, they're talking about, oh, it's Handsome Jim. Okay, it's I'm having trouble juggling things this morning. Jim Himes was just talking to at the news. Yeah, he was just saying, basically, turn down the rhetoric. All right, I was just checking with the news. Nothing new there. Okay, let's see here if I can get through any more. Julie was asking, can you read on exactly what the DOJ is looking into with the legal search of Mar-a-Lago? Example or something, espionage, emoluments clause, crimes against the U.S. I think we kind of covered that. I think it really has to do with, it is certainly mishandling of classified and seriously sensitive information. And I think that's the key to it. So I don't know that I could add much more to that. Mara is asking, will the U.S. survive Trump's onslaught on American democracy? Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Kelly's asking, will Trump be the GOP candidate in the 2024 race? Okay, so Eileen's question about New York State, I read on that earlier. And all right, so I want to look at 2 more questions. I want to look at just a nice, simple, all right, so I think I've got that one. Save this. Tasha says, oh no, just read a report that Trump has leaked part of the warrant, releasing unredacted documents to Breitbart, highlighting the names of the FBI agents. Okay, so now I need to do 3 questions. So this next question at 1:10:30 or 1:10:45 is Trump based names of FBI agents. How high is the danger level going to get from the because of Trump's and MAGA's rhetoric? I mean, we've already had one person go in and try to shoot up an FBI office. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you. Sarah says, good grief. He's basically endangering these people out of spite. Yeah. Ricky says he put an invisible target on their backs. Yep. So how much danger is he stirring up? A lot. Oh, King of Swords. Card for the reading. These are law enforcement people. Hanged Man, Hierophant, Strength. So Hanged Man, Hierophant, he lost. He's no longer president. Strength, yeah, they were all for, support the men in blue. Justice in the middle is right next to the Death card. We have an Ace of Cups. That's Biden's DOJ trying to do everything they can to protect law enforcement. But we've got a Moon at the end. I don't like the Death card being right next to Justice. Justice in the middle. Death card right next to it. DOJ is going to do what it can, but the final outcome is howling at the moon. They're stirring up the crazies. He is absolutely stirring up the crazies. These people are stupid. Everybody at Fox News with this rhetoric, they don't know history. They don't know what they're doing. Hello, Gigi. Those are beautiful emojis with all the hearts, and I appreciate that. There's America needs to be worried. America needs to be worried for a while. Sorry about all the noise outside. But they will catch a lot of the people who are running their mouths before they act. It's going to take a lot of scrutiny. Even the idiot who shot up the FBI office in, is it Cincinnati? I know it was in Ohio, but is it Cincinnati? He was spouting rhetoric like that on Truth Social. I'm not calling it Truth Social. It's nothing to do with the truth. It's Truth Social. So, oh, gosh. So let's move on. Holly says CNN reports January 6th committee is engaging with at least 9 former Trump cabinet officials. Good. All right, so at 1:15, we're going to go on to Mara's question. How you doing, boo-boo? 1:15. Will the U.S. survive Trump's onslaught on American democracy? It just lays it all out. Knight of Cups. We're going to vote. We're going to do what needs to be done. But Pluto is in Capricorn. It's at the end of Capricorn. All this Trump stuff it dug up over all these years, it is finally just bringing it all up into the open before it moves on to Aquarius. And then there'll be a whole different, then it'll backtrack a little bit and go over the same ground again. But this is this is the death of authoritarianism in the United States. It's bringing it all up so it can be purged. Thank you, Claire. Thank you. We're not going to lose our democracy. No, not going to happen. They tried, but they failed. We're going to vote. We're going to keep voting. We are going to fight for people's rights. We are going to speak out. And all of this gunk is going to be exposed. And all of the rotten people who have supported it. Yeah. All right. And at 1:17, Kelly was asking, 1:17, will Trump be the GOP candidate in the 2024 presidential race? Well, it's kind of now or never, because all this stuff is coming against him. And if he is found to, if he knows that charges are coming, the only chance he has at any kind of delay is to declare his candidacy and try to say it's all political. But if he doesn't, he can still keep using the grift he's getting from the people. Now, here's the thing. Okay, hear me out. I thought that on the day that Trump was inaugurated, that he was going to lose his contract with for the Trump Hotel that was in the old post office building in Washington, D.C. because it's emoluments. There's an emoluments clause in the Constitution. And so he got in, and they decided, we're not going to enforce it. So if he has mishandled classified documents, he's not allowed to run. Or rather, he's not allowed to hold office. But that doesn't necessarily mean he can't run, especially if he thinks that Republicans could possibly retake control of Congress. He is not thinking about the country. He is thinking about himself, and we have to understand that. I know there's some people who say, he'll never run. He'll run if he thinks it's in his best interest. He's not in a hurry to run because he doesn't want to give up control of what happens with all the grift he's getting from MAGAs. But if he thinks it's going to give him some kind of protection, or he thinks it might give him some kind of protection, he'll announce his candidacy. So just because this could potentially, and also it will take some time to go through the court. So I don't think it would necessarily stop him from running. So will Trump be the GOP candidate and be a candidate in the 2020, an official candidate, I should say? Will Trump be an official GOP candidate in the 2024 presidential race? I think it's a bigger reading. Trump, official candidate, Trump running for president. It's turning my stomach and it's making me want to throw water on my screen or something. I don't know. Just so yeah, just a thought. The world trying to keep his secrets. He thinks the orange monster thinks that he'll be able to thwart full law enforcement. Yeah, stand up here. Keep the Republicans under his thumb to do his bidding, because he's special. The whole world. He thinks he's going to get the whole world. In reality, that could just be the end of an old era. Home environment, law enforcement is up in his grill. Oh yeah, I know. I what these cards mean is, to me, is slightly different than what it's saying on the top. Hopes and fears have to do with the Knight of Cups. He's afraid of how the Democrats will come after him. What other people see? Legal investigations. Maybe even convictions. Final outcome, secrets. This feels like top secret. Top secrets. Oh, thank you guys. I do know about Salman Rushdie, bless, and I do know about Anne Heche, bless. And may the divine bless both of them. Divine bless both. And their families. Top secret, High Priestess card, which would ultimately stop it. But will he be an actual candidate? He has to stand up against prosecution. He's on the defensive. What else is he going to do? He has to make himself look big, like a cat. Make himself look big. Yeah. Do. Thank you, Brian. I read that earlier. I read that out loud earlier. Thank you. So, okay. Well, I am exhausted. It has been a morning, and there's more to come because the official stuff is going to be released. I'm just like, you have access to the emoji now. I'm gonna go sit in the great chair of happiness, and like, I'm gonna make a cup of tea, big cup of tea. Hello, sweetheart. And I'm gonna go sit in the great chair of happiness for a little while and try to decompress. So, but we're gonna make it. You are not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There really are. All right. Hang in there. Yes, Squeaker Bunny. Okay. Let me come with you. Oh, on camera. Oh, you're a good boy. There's a boo-boo. Oh, there's a Billy. Boo-boo. Billy boo-boo said, "Kitty, you're so good. You're so good. He's a good boy. Just what I needed. Just what I needed." Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. And I will see you guys right back here tomorrow.